presentation of the National Football League.
That's my heart.
Philadelphia, it's time to fly! Please welcome your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
This ain't what you want.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral. Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Flushed out right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to the first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help. I do it for
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And the Eagles are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay.
Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's Barkley on the counter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And what a nice example.
Now Brian Schottenheimer not happy on the sideline, and he's going to throw the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Prescott. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Prescott from the gun. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a pickup of 6.
First down, Dallas.
here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
So halftime is upon us.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Cowboys.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 37, here's second down and 1. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboy first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Trying to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Eluding the pressure right. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive, a touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Here's 3rd and 3. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's an Eagle first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
left side by Mechie. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Hurts. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 48 yards. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They start the drive with a give to Blue. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Dak. This one swung out to Williams.
Drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it. in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
7 yards to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, the defense circling now, fourth down and 7. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Second down. Cowboys 39-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
It's now third and 4.
The highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Hurts to throw. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
That's good. Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.